Us up this morning, the conviction of John Gotti. The so-called Dapper Don is facing life in prison after a New York jury took only 13 hours to find him and co-defendant Frank Locascio guilty of murder and racketeering. This despite the best efforts of his defense lawyers, Albert Krieger, Anthony Cardinale, and John Mitchell. Gentlemen, good morning all.
Good morning, bro.
Mr. Mitchell, you're the appellate expert of this crew. Is the jury and the selection of that jury, words to that jury, going to be the basis of your appeal, your grounds for an appeal?
Yeah, that's certainly going to be one of the bases.
What else?
Well, it really starts with jury selection. It's the first time we've ever had a sequestered anonymous jury in the Eastern District of New York ever. And then it goes from there all the way through to the end of the trial. The constant admission of other uncharged crimes during the case, our constant attempts to try and prevent that, which were unsuccessful, and then culminating with the summations that were given by both government lawyers, which really tried to stir the emotions of the jury and bring them to have an emotional rather than analytical verdict, which I think is what ultimately happened in this case. I don't think the jury for a moment spent sufficient time to sift through the evidence and make a reasoned decision. They
you don't
acted
think
emotionally.
they found the testimony of Mr. Gravano, the videotapes, the audio tapes, overwhelming evidence?
No, I think that was a part of it. There's no question that that played a role in their decision-making process, but I think that the whole environment, the sequestration, the way that the courtroom functioned, led to pushing the jury into an emotional response rather than to do what we hoped to get the jury to do, and that was to analyze the discrete crimes which were charged and return a verdict on the evidence and not on these extraneous kind of emotional reasons.